Sensibility here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Amber Marie and welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you don't know, I am on a journey to find the best of the best fragrances. So today's video is going to be based on a very close, dang near accurate replication of Baracat Rouge 540 Extrait. Guys, there's tons of 540s, the original, out on the market. Companies have been paying Maison Francis Kurkdjian to get out there and make some replicas for their company. So today, I got in. I wasn't sure which one it was, but I got in I love this house too. This is a really good brand. So I got in one today, and it's called Rouge. And I was like, okay, which one is it? And I'll be happy to tell you that it's the 540 Extrait dupe. This couldn't be any more similar to it, I'm telling you. You don't need to get any closer to it. You can smell the Baracat Rouge 540 DNA in it. And the Extrait is just an amped up version of the 540 with a little tweak in the notes. I do feel like the 540 original is probably the best unisex fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. You can truly smell that it doesn't smell feminine or masculine. And all I got to say is, Maison Francis Kurkdjian, you are an amazing, talented perfumist. Oh, man's good. But his fragrances are expensive. And they don't allow a lot of people that make less income to be able to afford them. So like the two I have here, I had to dang near give an arm and a leg away to get them. Were they worth it? Yes, I very much enjoy the fragrance. They smell beautiful. But honestly, I don't need to pay $500 for a big bottle and $300 to $400 for the Extrait. So when I seen this company came out with a new one, at first I didn't believe it. I was like, nah. But we've had this COVID-19 going and all these stuff going on around the world. So I didn't hear the announcement of it. And usually I know when they come out, people are always chirping about these fragrances. No lie, because they're that dang on good. Now they have 4 in the collection and I own 3 of the 4. And that's because the first one that they released is more of a close replica. It's a replica for, I'm just going to call it a replica because in my mind, it's a true replica. It's what the definition of replica is. That's what this company does. And that one was supposed to be like an amouage male version. I don't know what amouage it was, but it was a male version. So I didn't get that one. So the first one I ever purchased from this company, it was the first time. I was a little leery. I've always tried Arabic, Middle Eastern fragrances and always have quite enjoyed them. And if you've never tried a Middle Eastern fragrance, I would highly recommend you do. Some of them can get pretty potent though. I mean like strong. So you got to proceed with caution because when you buy one of their fragrances, you are definitely getting your money's worth. But I heard a lot of hype around it, and I was like, all right, I'm going to try it. Not people, hadn't seen too many people doing videos on it. And the first one I purchased was for the tobacco edition. So this company is called Oud Rouge, and the collection has 4 of them in there, and they all start with Amber Oud. The original one is called Amber Oud. So that one is supposed to be a replica for an amouage male fragrance. And there's a lot of story behind it because actually the original, they were going back and forth between 2 fragrances. So depending on which one you bought, you may have gotten a different version. So there was 2 versions going, not of the same fragrance, literally 2 different fragrances. And finally, they settled on the Amber Oud, the original being the amouage male fragrance. This one right here is probably the best interpretation I've ever smelled in my life of Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla. This is gorgeous. But you got to be a tobacco lover. If you've never tried tobacco and you're a lady, I would say give it a try. It's not an ashtray type smell like the disgusting smell that you smell in cigarettes. Tobacco is actually sweet. So if you like sweet, smoky, vanilla type smells, you are definitely going to love this one. And it's strong. You're not going to need much. You can tell I've used it somewhat. But before I bought this brand, I've always purchased fragrances from places out of Kuwait or the UK, but most of them were Middle Eastern people. And they're just exceptionally good at what they do. It's in their DNA, it's in their blood. And if you read all the history on it, you will know that the reason we have perfumery today is because the Middle Eastern people saved it from disappearing off of the earth. Because it went Egyptians, and then it went the Romans, and then the Egyptians, and then it just kind of fizzled off there. And then the Middle Eastern culture picked up on it, and they have stuck with it since. And they're really good at what they're doing. And I will say before I go into showing the other bottles, when you buy a fragrance, and this is just any Middle Eastern fragrance in general, the money you spend, first of all, it's so affordable. You're not going to pay an arm and a leg for it, but I have seen some of the Middle Eastern fragrances rising in price, like Ajmal is one that I think is absolutely beautiful, but their fragrance can be a little expensive. So this brand is actually really affordable. So when I bought the tobacco one, I think I paid no more than $60, and wow. When you get their fragrance, from start to finish, it's such an elaborate journey. The box, when you open it up, you are going to be presented with the most beautiful, luxurious box ever. They really go over and beyond, in general, Middle Eastern Arabic fragrances in their presentation. That's important to them. It's not all just about the fragrance. It's about the bottle. It's about your shopping experience, and it's about what it comes in. So then I got it out, and I checked out the box, or the bottle. It's quite unique. I like it. Typically, Middle Eastern bottles are very, adorned. They're very elaborate, decorated. And I really liked the sleek modernness that Herman was presenting, showing the growth of the future as far as in perfumery and Arabic culture, Middle Eastern. Then, beyond just the box and the bottle, you're presented with a juice, a liquid, a perfume that is well beyond even what Tom Ford would present to you. This is just like, guys, don't buy Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla. Buy this one. You can get this for less than $60. You can indulge in it. You can splurge. You don't have to stress about being, sparingly with it. Nah, you can saturate yourself in this if you want to, because it's so affordable. So that was the first one. I had to kind of take you through the experience of buying an Arabic Middle Eastern fragrance, because it's really, you look at French perfumery and they're kind of funky and cheap with their stuff. They want $120 for a fragrance, and the bottle looks tacky, and so does the box. Or you get a really, really beautiful box and a shitty fragrance inside, which I have learned. So the next one that I got, I can't think of what fragrance it is. It smells so familiar to me, but it's the gold one. I think this was the last one I bought. All I can say is it smells good. It does. The first two that I showed you are more of a masculine approach, but I like them. So, I don't give a crap. Guys can wear girls' perfumes. Girls can wear guys. So, the most recent perfume they came out with, I didn't hear any hype on it. Haven't heard anything. And to be honest, it's probably because of the COVID-19. It probably messed everything up, but I ran across something where somebody was talking about, and I was like, what? I didn't believe it, so I went on to Frantica to check, and it's not listed yet on Frantica. So I was like, no, they didn't. So my next step is to get on eBay and just check and see if anything popped up. And sure enough, it did. And the feedback that was coming off of the seller's thing, they were literally saying this smells just like the Baracat Rouge 540, if not better. Which wouldn't surprise me because of the quality of the other two that I own. So without further ado, guys, here is Oud Herman's Amber Oud Rouge. This is their new bottle, but it gets even better from there. Even better. Like I said, there's been a lot of commercial companies that have came out wanting Maison Francis Kershaw to create them dupes for this beauty right here, the 540. Oud Herman said, you know what, I'm not settling for that. I'm going to make a replica for the Extrait. So here it is, guys. Oh my goodness, I tested these before I did it. When I got this out of the box, I didn't even have the other two there. I sprayed that on the box and about fell over. And to be honest, I'm going to probably pick up another one of this because of the cost of the Extrait. It's so damn expensive. It can run you anywhere from $300 to $400 when you could get this for $40.02. So in my opinion, if I had to pick between the two, I love you, Maison Francis Kershaw, but this is more affordable. Pretty, slick, like it. And I really had to figure out which one it is. But then I kept pondering, well, why in the hell would they do a red bottle? And it's the Baracat Rouge original. Because if you look, all the other bottles are clear. And then I kept smelling it and I was like, no, this is definitely a Baracat Rouge 540. So thanks to Oud Herman, not only have they brought you Baracat Rouge 540, this company has managed to bring you an even more luxurious, expensive fragrance from that line, the Extrait. So, yes. Oh my God, this is good. Now, the particular seller that I bought this from, it did come in a tester box. It did not come in the elaborate luxury box that typically it comes with. But that's because I didn't want it. So if you are looking for the box, I would recommend you not click on the link that I post down below because that person's only going to sell it in a tester box. This did release March of this year, so March of 2020. You will not find the notes on Replica yet because it hasn't been uploaded yet. It's almost like it hasn't been recognized. But I promise you guys, if you buy this, you will thank me a million times over for it because if you love Baracat Rouge 540, you're going to love the Extrait that much better. But it does smell kind of feminine to me, but I don't want to put the gentleman off and think, because this is, if you look it up, it says it's for men. But I'm sorry, Baracat Rouge is one of the most unisex fragrances ever, but I really feel like the Extrait is more feminine. And it could be that it's all amped up, I don't know. But I did, again, buy it for $40.02. I will put the link down below to help you guys get to it. That way you buy from the exact seller I did because I want to make sure you're getting the same quality bottle that I did, what I'm smelling. There is a lot of people out there selling fake perfumes and I'm kind of over it. I'm tired. I'm done throwing my money down the drain because I had to throw another perfume bottle away because it did not smell right to somebody that I sold. And I am not about selling fake stuff, nor do I want fake products because I don't know what the hell's in them. So it hit the trash. That was $50, $60 that went down the drain. What can I do? Nothing. So what I've been doing now, and it did work, guys. So before I end this video, I'm going to tell you about the experience I just recently had, literally yesterday or the day before. So I have been on this kick. I have loved this fragrance from the time I've smelt it. Took a trip one time on my birthday. Of course, we left there with fragrances for my husband and not for me. And there was so many beautiful fragrances that I fell in love with. Mainly at Sephora's and not Macy's because they're always shoving stuff in your face. And one of them was Versace's Dylan Blue for women. And it's dubbed as a beautiful summer fragrance, so I figured it's a perfect time to go ahead and get it and add it now that I know that it's truly a summer fragrance. So I bought one off of eBay. But I thought it was weird because when I clicked on it, it said it was $39.99, and then all of a sudden it knocked down to $29.99. I thought, oh, well, maybe the seller has a sale. But they do say if it's cheap, it may be too good to be true. But I went ahead and bought it, and immediately after I bought it, I sent the seller an email letting them know that, hey, I want your product code for the bottle that you are planning on sending me. Because what I was going to do is if they sent me the bottle and it was a different product code, I was going to immediately dub them as selling fake and get my money back. Well, I didn't hear back from them, so I sent them a secondary email and I said, look, I want the product code for the perfume that I just bought. If you ship this out and it comes to me and I go to search online and it comes back fake, you're going to refund me back in full. No questions asked. So Lord behold, it's a couple hours later, I get an email saying that I've requested to cancel that order. And I was like, no, actually what I said was, I would like the product code before you shipped it so I could check to make sure that it's authentic and that it wasn't old, because I'm having sellers do that. The product may be authentic, but shelf life, it's already expired. And I'm tired of having to deal with those two issues. Money don't grow on trees. I have to work hard just like everybody else. And nobody wants a rancid fragrance. And of course, I didn't know what this fragrance smelled like because there's not many places around here where a lot of the Guerlains are. I think Macy's has like Mon Guerlain and that's it. They don't have the whole collection of Guerlain, so I thought that's what it smelled like. So anyway, so they put it down that I requested a refund, but then they sent me an email and said, we're refunding you back due to the fact that we cannot provide you with the information that you're needing. And I was like, yep, your ass is selling fake perfume and I caught you. So guys, don't be afraid to ask them for the product number. Tell them you want the product number for the bottle that you are buying. And if they're a legit company, because I know FragranceNet sells on eBay. There's a bunch of perfume companies that sell on eBay. But there's also individuals that sell fragrances. And then there's those scheming ass people. So don't be afraid to ask for the product code. If they're a legit company, they will either give you a reason why, like is it in the warehouse or something like that, but stand behind what you say. If you can't give it to me now, when it comes in and the product number is showing that it's old or it's not authentic, you owe me a full refund. If they're still like, okay, that's cool, then they're probably a legit company. But this person immediately acted because they didn't want me to go and, you know, blast that they're selling fake perfume, because that's exactly what this particular gentleman, so forth, is. So yeah, I didn't feel bad asking. I'm kind of proud of myself. I was always like kind of leery of that, but some people will give you a product code for maybe an authentic bottle, and then when you get your bottle in, it's actually fake. So that's why I kind of asked before it was shipped. So that way, not only I have a product code that I can check to see if it's authentic and fresh, but also to match to the bottom of the box and the bottle. So your product code should match the bottom of your bottle along with your box. So if they gave you a different product code than what you have, you know their asses are selling fakes too. So that's just a little tip for you to kind of help. Like I said, if they're legit companies selling the real deal, they're not going to be afraid to give you the product code or be okay with if something was wrong with your order refunding you back. I mean, it was so sketchy and quick how quick this person literally canceled my order, and the fact that the emails and what they said as far as the reason for the return didn't even match. Like, they were sketchy. But that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, guys. I am trying to officially make it to 1,000 subscribers. I honestly never thought my channel would get to where it is now. This was just something that I created just to kind of help me get familiar with the camera. But I will tell you, being a YouTube reviewer is not easy. There is a lot that goes into it, and I still am not there. There's a lot of editing, there's a lot of technical perks, and just making it pretty and beautified. And honestly, with me being in school, I don't have time to do it. So I really thank those that have subscribed to my channel and they have stuck with it till up to this day, knowing that my channel could be sitting at a much better quality as far as video footage goes and so forth. But at the end of the day, you guys recognize the message that I'm trying to put into the video, and that's probably the most important thing than the little stars and the little pretty stuff that's on the thumbnail. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video or you enjoy perfumes in general, it doesn't matter, perfume oils, perfume sprays, attars, baku, those kind of things, I highly recommend you subscribe to my channel. And as always, guys, happy perfume shopping.